come on and talk a little bit. Turn my TV down. Give me a second. Oh, anyway. Now, this is the beginning of the month for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also the month of Domestic Violence Awareness. And I wanted to come on to remind us that, yes, breast cancer is a cause and something that we should be aware of, but so is domestic violence. And I wanted to talk more about not just domestic violence being physical, but also domestic violence as far as mental and emotional and verbal abuse. Something that cannot be seen with the naked eye, but can be felt with the heart. Okay? A lot of people are abused mentally by their spouse. A lot of people are abused emotionally by their spouse, and a lot of people are abused verbally by their spouse. And those scars cannot be seen with the naked eye. To see those types of scars, you actually have to talk with someone, or you have to be aware of a behavioral change in that person. And a lot of times that's frowned upon when a woman says she's been emotionally abused or mentally abused or verbally abused. That's kind of, I wouldn't say frowned upon, but it's like, how do you prove that? Because it's not seen with the naked eye. You know, it's felt. Okay? It's something that is experienced from that person. In order for you to know that that person is experiencing that, you have to actually talk to the person. And somebody that's been emotionally or verbally or mentally abused, and it's been going on for a long time, they're not going to willingly or easily talk to you. You have to make them feel comfortable enough. They have to feel that they're not going to be judged or criticized. Because a lot of times people call people that stay in domestic violence situation either why didn't they leave, or she can leave if she wants to, or if that happened to me, this is what I would do. You have to be very sensitive when you are speaking to someone that has been abused. Because if they've been abused, it ain't just happened just one time. It ain't something that just started. It has been going on, and the person's been dealing with it. And sometimes a person don't even know that they're being emotionally abused or verbally abused or mentally abused. It's not until things start to happen with their self-esteem. It's not until things start to happen with their character starts to change. This used to be a very nice, happy-go-lucky woman. Now she's mean-spirited. She snap at people. You know, it's different levels of it. And it's not talked about a lot. And this is why people frown upon it when someone finally does come out and say that they are being mentally abused or verbally abused or emotional abuse. I don't want to go too much deep into this. I just wanted to say something for the month of October being Domestic Violence Month. I wanted to go and do some research and start to put this out there and let people start to read, because we need to start helping these women heal through this domestic violence. Okay. In order for someone to heal, they have to know that they are actually the victim of that. Because there are a lot of people in relationships and they don't know that they're being verbally abused, or that they're being mentally abused, or that they're being emotionally abused. They feel like that because they're not being hit, then they're not being abused. So we have to be we have to educate people so that they can understand, yes, there's some abuse going on in the relationship. And now it doesn't always have to be a spouse. It could be a parent to child relationship where the child is being abused by the parent. You know, it's all kind of relationships that can be abusive, and it ain't all physical. It's emotional, verbal, or mental. So signing off.